Let's get back in. Okay. Growl up. There we go. Growl up. Went for it. 105 HP. It's gonna be. Alright, I'm gonna take this chance. I need to synth up here. I'm gonna do one more synth and then we're about into mask. Give this shit to the X, I need to just pivot out in case. In case of an emergency, we need to be able to stone edge pivot out. This, go into you. Synthesis. Into this guy. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, it's gonna be Meteor Assault. Way outspeed and kills Sharp Beak. Let me go into here, you turn into Clawitsu. It just needs one hit to kill there. Let's see, I'm pretty sure this is just gonna Leaf Storm, right? So... Alright, double battle, and then it's the Gauntlet. Give me my Iron Ball. Let me just... Okay, here we go. I think this is a... yeah, because they're spread out, so it's not a... it's a true double, so... it's these two as lead. I'll give Person to... does Manfred outspeed everyone? No, it misses out on outspeeding Pyro. But only one person on my team outspeeds Pyro, so it's kind of whatever. I pre-damage Excadrill so that it's always gonna get Burning Jealousy targeted. And I make sure that Houndoom never protects, right? And I just give it also a Person Berry and it drill runs into Klefki slot. There might be something better I can... because I mean, no, because this is the only guy that can kill... the only guy that can single target kill that, right? And then... that could get slightly rough, right? Because... does Burning Jealousy hit both sides? There might be something I can do here. That's all opponents, right? And it burns me if I have my stats boosted. Because there is a combo that could be really annoying, results based. Well, Foul Play does nothing to my two protectors, too. Actually, you exist, huh? I could pre-damage to be dead to foul play. Fake out Clef Key on turn. And then this guy kills that guy. Because Prankster give only +1? Only gives +1, so fake out goes before any Prankster move. And in doubles, it should go for slow kill over any sort of protect, so that part's fine. And then it should... I'll put Togi in first slot so that it goes into Pyroar. And it would have to be Burning Jealousy, which is fine. I'll speed kill Drain Punch. As long as I'm a low enough health. Yeah, so I'll be evading foul play on both of these sides. And that's the part where it could get awkward, right? Unless I can get this guy to kill it, I can. It's also better for me if I can kill Clef Key, right? I wonder how Swagger AI works, if there's any unique AI for it. It doesn't seem like it. So that would be say 2 CH flat plus 6 then. I do. Not sure. A better idea here. Damage this creature. Or that side, then this guy comes in. Got your spiky shield things. Switching out on probably foul play into this slot. And while that's being done, sorry, not it's being done. I go into that slot with that. I think this can work. Oh, actually, no, you need muscle bank, so I don't need to also kill this guy, right? Yeah. So we need this at... We need this guy at... Dude, 54 HP. I think the item's too relevant. I'll go to person in case, just in case it is. And then we will pre-burn Girth guy. Be aware of his health. First time we fake out, then Mach Punch. And then we Spiky Shield and Mach Punch. And since... Oh wait, you should be in second slot because we're killing second slot. We wanted to read Togedemaru's... We wanted to read Togedemaru's slot. And go into... Pyroar. Because Grimmsnarl is outsped by TogeD, so it's not going to go into that. Perfect. Now we do that again. And Spiky Shield. So at this HP, there's no World Conch gets targeted, but it might fake out. I think it would fake out. It's gonna fake out my Conch creature, I'm pretty sure. But it could fake out Togepi. I don't think it's likely to, but it could do that. So I'm going to do this and then... Or I could double switch. Double switch could be smart as well. This is definitely gonna fake out over slow kill. But foul play is still gonna go into Togi's slot. And then the person who eats foul play the best from this thing, I think, is Magneton, right? Yeah, Magneton, so... Go into mole guy here. Oh, I completely misclicked that, huh? Yep, that's a punish, but at least that thing's gone. Well, I just hammer arm and then go into this guy. I guess 4 Conkeldurr frags kind of works too. We're not gonna walk down. I just remember where the... I should double check where the ground gem was. Wrong place. Ground gem was... Not ground gem. There was a gem I could get, to my knowledge. I got the shed shell. I should check that. I got King's Jack and Iron. Check that off. Okay, it's after the ledge. Okay. Alright, who's ready to do some... Falking. It's gauntlet time, baby. I'm pretty sure I should just go with Gyarados, but like... Let's check I mean, we should just check the whole situation before we commit to that, right? Alright, so we have... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me check. Okay, we got 7 fights. I mean, we can heal in between, but we gotta run 7 mons for these teams. I think the correct way is to mostly work backwards. But it can get pretty annoying with that guy. Because of Shookaberry, right? I'm gonna need to figure out how to play that lead first, and then we do the rest from there. Dang, I don't even outspeed after a bulldoze, which makes it... That guy's slow as shit, huh? You can't really take one non-crit after that. To my knowledge, we don't have any psychic types, right? Am I tripping? Like, okay, yeah, we don't have any psychic types. Wow, it doesn't kill it. That's brutal. I mean, it's not a huge deal though, because if it shell smashes, no, if it shell smashes, it's gonna be wider, right? I mean, even if it shell smashes, it's actually kind of fine because we would live crit, so like obviously we can always beach Poltegeist. If we want to do it that way, we just have to think about how we even like navigate the muck lead, right? I don't think I can deal enough damage. Because if I knock off, I risk obviously getting like, I risk a lot of things happening if I do that. Can't really live a crit boom after like one bulldoze. I guess I could growl, bro, with like a yacht, with like an Asher. And after at least like -2, we got that guy to take care of that, right? Let me figure out the other fights first. Let's see if I can afford that team space. We know that Gooner's gonna be here. I mean, Opposite Goon is a pushing on Psychic or Toxic and beat Slow King guy. I mean, it's actually better if we do it sequentially, right? So, Felix. I do have to worry about the rocks up, right? Check something. If I fake out, if Togedemaru has a role in these fights, I could fake out, and then I don't think it has much of a role in these fights though, so I'm gonna have team compression. Wait a minute. Crap, that's so close to killing. Think Torterra comes. Because he's just got a really good growl way against a lot of these guys. Actually, I think Torterra could beat that fight his entire, like, as in, like, he might not care if Steelix gets rocks up. Second Miracle Seed. And then when this guy comes in, I mean, it's gonna slightly care that rocks are up, right? Because it can just roost off the damage I'm dealing. But I can growl it to the point where when this guy comes in, it doesn't really matter that I take rocks damage, right? So we could see if there's a combo with these three. And that has... I mean, I think Conkeldurr has to be brought to lead Pharaoh. And then... let's see if I'm burned. If I'm burned, Credulli's not gonna set up on that. I don't think it's set up on any of them, but I think the damage after taking Iron Barbs plus that, it means it's just gonna go into this guy and click. So that could work. I can click hammer him on that, and it's gonna like have to bounce on this guy. I can go into, like, say go into Cloister here. It's gonna D-Dance. Or EQ, I go into Torterra with a Cherry Berry, that way it does that. So it can work with that fight, with that team. For me and Shao. Don't know if that can work. I mean, I can at least, maybe, I mean, tomorrow, no, I can lead, to do at least what I was thinking of doing. I can at least start with a detect strat, right? Detect on the A straight K. Then I only have to deal 50% of its damage. But we still obviously need to switch in. I don't think you do it. Yeah, you take way too much. I mean, bros, I do a crit. How does he move the crit? It could be worse. Mask might be needed anyways in this fight, right? And then when I bait Stone Edge, I could go into Conk. I don't want to like take damage into Conk though, right? I want speed after -1, that's really bad. It's not really bad, but let's figure it out. I guess I can generate a hammer arm. think I still have to go on this guy because he needs to pivot, and then going to this guy on the move, detect again. I might give a citrus just so I don't just so crit doesn't. Yeah, because crit could allow another crit to kill. I guess the downside of that would be it would allow it to see retaliate kill, right? Does retaliate trigger on passive damage? I have to check that. Like, if it dies to recoil. Just if recoil. Yeah, okay, it's just if any of your Pokemon got fainted, yeah, so. I just would raw have to go into Tort, right? I'm not gonna say it's impossible, so it kind of has to be for now. Let's see if we can. This person. Sharpie's not really necessary; it just always kills, right? And then. Octolock will probably. Let me look at Octolock. Or trapping. Yeah, like it would probably trap me with Octolocks, and that'd be -1. That was send in. I have to look at some. You know, I don't take any damage. Would it protect first turn here? Protect. Let me look for protect. Be -1 because it's AI's first turn on the field and not a double battle, right? So. Should be -5. So if I'm at above health to like not die to a regular facade crit, I can just go for the kill. And then Hitmontop would always go for fake out there. Maybe I just go with like this guy for that because I have the room, because then it would get annoying. To kind of deal with that as is, right? And that way I just go into this on actual / fake out. This on Mach Punch. And I would Sharp Beak because then I'd be able to KO after 2 life orbs, right? So if I can fit this guy on the team and give him a muscle band, that could be the move. So let's see if we could do these fights with it. Damn, he doesn't kill because he's got 3 attack. Dang, he's really close to killing a lot of these things. I gotta throw the rest out on that point. I mean, I guess I could just Lumberry the lead, right? That wouldn't hurt too much. I could Lumberry the lead and just knock off twice. And then when this guy comes, he's gonna body press, right? I kind of need Clawitzer for this Cofagrigus, I think, right? I think it's like really difficult otherwise. So let's see what we can get Talonflame value out for other guys. And then for here... yeah, we might just need Clawitzer, huh? Oh, this guy's bad either. Doesn't outspeed though, which makes it lame. So let's do that part. So let's say I run that, right? They just kind of like Cherry Berry, right? At least get the kill off. And that's... at least it's always baiting an X-Scissor guy. Gosh, my team does not handle... no, we really need Talonflame, huh? Alright, let's figure out where we can get some... extra rolls out of. Maybe we don't need Cloister like I thought we do. We can get someone else from that value-wise. Because no one else handles the lead arrow that well. Kind of crazy how fast that thing is. It's like you think like I'd be able to outspeed this thing, but you actually kind of need a pretty fast guy to outspeed it, huh? I kind of need this guy pretty healthy to take care of the top, right? So on the facade. Yeah, I really think this guy's pretty important. If I do this, how can I kind of wrap my way around finishing off Goliath's score? It is always gonna live a hit, right? And then if I get it to, no, if I get it to 1% HP, it's always gonna flail my guy, right? I mean, we are okay with Celix setting rocks up, right? This is really difficult without a fucking real fire type, man. Like, I think I handled the rest of the fight with this, right? So it's like that fight can be one. I just gotta figure out how to handle Y score creature, I think. Cause I don't hate the idea of this guy like doing a lead thing, right? So one, he's gonna take away too much to do something like that. Yeah, you not being faster means well does a chunky bit of damage. It's like if I flip around, it's always gonna be Stone Edge. Flip around does 14, which is not enough for that, meaning I would have to go into this guy to get the. No. If I flip turn. If I flip turn the first turn, I want to go into this guy and hammer on right, but then that makes things a little sketchy if they don't go a certain way. It wouldn't be impossible to stall out of EQs, though. Or like, it wouldn't be possible to stall out of using facades. How much does facade have? 32, but no, it's 20 because only the first one's PP max. But obviously things aren't like eating that. I would just like minus one to go down. Kind of a little unfortunate that I think I need this guy because for this, otherwise I think I might not have a reason to bring it. But it's kind of needed here, so... We know I have TMs. I don't think any of these really help for me unless... I don't think anyone here learns Icy Wind that like can employ the use of it too well. Rock Tomb could be interesting. Yeah, Rock Tomb could be a play. I don't think anyone that can learn Icy Wind's really even coming to the team. Yeah. But that could work. I have to be able to get this guy in cleanly. And like if I can get this guy in cleanly to do an attack at that point, I'm clicking Ice Punch it. And he needs to be pre-burned for these fights, I believe. Yeah, he kind of needs to be pre-burned for these fights. Which means I'm gonna have to deal with that ship for a while. I mean, I guess if I switch in, I only did the double crit, and then double crit always procs a citrus, right? So I think that's just fine. Okay, I think I should be fine. So I'll just flip turn on this guy. The EQ on switches, I think, is actually better for me. Would it be EQ on switch? It could be, but I mean, if it's healthy facade, that's fine too, so I think it's fine. The thing here. Then bounce comes in. Just go into that on bounce. And then on EQ, whatever, into this, with a chip into that. Detect. And this guy on high jump kick, back into this guy on stone edge. You can go on this guy on stone edge and mock punch. That's the same, right? And if I HJK, switch out, stone edge, switch out, and then it wouldn't do it. I need a little bit more cable detect on that. So I just detect on this turn. See what I do? What if I just lead with this? Stone Edge, DU. So that's 10%. Here on HJK, 20%. Here on Stone Edge with like just an item. Healing item, that's 30%. And I detect, go with HJK. And Sucker Punch. And I can detect on this guy. So I'm only baiting in a hammer arm. Go into this. And then go here with a Cherry Berry. And growl up. And then once I just get a little bit, she just one turn a chip, and I go into this guy. So you might start countering, right? Counter. That's a high chance. I could get him on a -1 Stone Edge. Prowl up once. Not even like just citrus up. No, you're trying to likely to counter it. As long as I can make sure I'm switching it on body slams. If I chippage him a bit. Go for something like that. I mean, it's kind of like we have to manage the beware, but that's the best way to play that. Yeah, that's puppy bleed air slash. Here, you Lumberry lead you, knock off to that. That's just with the Thunder Punch. And hope that it doesn't crit, so we just bait X Scissor or Iron Head. I got the citrus just in case it doesn't. Go over to this guy on Psychic or Surf. Actually, no, we need to on this guy. Bait Psychic. Go here. Do all that. Bait CC into this guy. Kill with Mach Punch. And that's the Gauntlet, so... You should... I don't know if you should, like, reburn. So you don't want to keep getting... You don't want to get the chance for... I guess Poison Chance isn't the worst thing in the world. So that's -1 damage, so we just give you Asper. If you get poisoned, that's, I think, fine. But then that would allow us, then that would make it tough for us to get the second -1 one off, right? I mean, it's not exactly the most consistent, but I think it's how we have to play that. I could pre-damage Mask for this fight to always bait Fire Punch. Go into here, flip turn. No, I mean, you're still taking a good amount of damage, right? But I really just don't know any other play here with the team we need to construct. I guess pre-burn wouldn't be the worst. My whole point is just to like shippage, right? I do need the PP count for that. Maybe I do the switching at -1 fire punch. And like pre-burn myself. I can do it again. Still a lot of damage, yeah. I think I just gotta send that. Make sure I'm good on healing items. At least only need this guy to take care of this thing. Alright, let's just give it a shot, man. I've accepted what this box is. But it's really only SketchUp muck, so... let's do it. I mean, nitpicking explosion is actually kind of like more of the favorable options to me, I would say. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. At -2, can it still kill me? A few rolls, but I kind of have to play for that. It's fine. I'm gonna synthesis. That's what I was expecting. That's definitely what I was expecting. You just go for at least one thaw. Nope, okay. At least this could be like Fire Punch or Gunk Shot now. I'm gonna go into this guy and flip turn. The flip turn did like 12%. Not gonna be enough here. Yeah, we're probably just gonna have to like dodge some freaky shit, man. If it burns, or if it goes for the explosion, I'm dead here, but I kind of have to. Perfect. And now it should explode after this. What's this? Okay. This should be explosion. I probably just need to risk. Damn, that's actually worse than I thought. And the guys that actually eat -2 explosion are already kinda tanked up. Gotta go for this crits is GG though. 54. Are we dead to a Giga Drain? We aren't. Oh. I just have to dodge crit here, really. Can't go for a Sucker Punch because it would. Wait, we're good. I'm faster. Whew. Then Super Potion, Vapor Potion. I think we do need to heal PP on Synth here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, here. Maybe the only item is needed. You just need a citrus to get this fight done. Let me change around this one. I always go for like a flinch, I think, right? That's easy to go for. Easy, no rocks. No, flip turn on this. And I just go into here, and it's always safe, I believe. Yeah, crit max will never kill me from here. -1 citrus, but I need to be safe from double crit in a gauntlet. Now here we potion up you guys. I think we lead this guy. It has to be muscle band to my knowledge. You know, it doesn't need to be a muscle band. +2 hammer when the mock punch actually always kills, I think. Actually, it doesn't always kill, but it'd be safer to have a citrus. you have a cherry. If that's all we need. I think this goes Credilli. And then this is like ounce or EQ. And Dragon Dance. Oh, actually, I guess the takedown would have over-damaged. And this is fine, we're Cherry Berry. Okay. Heal up. Check on PP. It's good. It's good. Okay, everyone's got PP. We want to make sure our repel is off or on because we don't want to get our encounter yet, even if we're pretty sure we're going to get Magikarp, right? Get Pixie Plate. And we do get Black Belt soon, which helps us. Or like we get Black Belt mid-gauntlet. Steel Gem. Now we head down. With Black Belt, it definitely makes the roll better, so I'll give you a Black Belt. Yo, what's good, Big? Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a good one today. Okay. So leading with Masquerade here, and it's actually not even because of the Intim, because it's not gonna work on Intim. It's to add more... is to add more time to the... or add another chip of Life Orb damage. So we need 3 Life Orb damages and a Detect into a Sucker. And that's because we would like to still have our Detect usable when Beware comes in, since it can be Retaliate or Hammer Arm at most of our HPs. Which, I mean, isn't like impossible to switch it on, but it like, makes it a little more annoying to switch it on. Alright, Stone Edge. Earth Guy is pretty irrelevant, so not super irrelevant, but like, let him take 1 hit here first. That's 1. Taking 14 per chip, so 14. Then HJK back into this guy. We're Citrus in case of crit, so that we're not showing Poison Jab rolls. Perfect. And now this is Stone Edge again. Go into here. Perfect. I was taking 14 plus 14. It's 42 damage. And then it'll take 71 plus 42 is 113. Sucker Punch does minimum 30, so we Detect first. And then Sucker Punch kills this. And now we can scout out this turn here with Beware. And always be able to switch out on Hammer Arm. So yeah, it was Retaliate. But now, we can get a free Mask switch. This should proc our berry. No, it's close, but that's fine. Now it's at -1. Which means Torterra can outspeed. I'm gonna growl a few times. I'm trying to get it to start countering me. Perfect. So we can't attack this because if we crit it, like, it would kill us with counter. But -2. Okay, I'm gonna growl a few times. I mean, yeah, it's basically, I mean, I have to avoid the liquor of this, right? Go here. Actually, I might be able to do something here. Went for the body slam, that's not great. 9 damage. Give me body slam again. Burned at -1. Black belt. If it attacks me, which it's likely to, with a hammer arm, I believe. It actually could be body slam here. I'm gonna flip turn. Flip turn here, or do I just... Yeah, I flip turn here. Perfect. Now it's -2, which means that this guy can always kill it. If it was necessary, that was... Let me synth first. If I crit Seed Bomb, it would kill me, so like I'm not trying to do that. It's like what? It's not likely for it to go body slam here. Counter has how much PP? How many PP? Maybe this guy should have gone belt. Perfect. And then on crit does 126, so you have to flip turn one more time. Yeah. Perfect. Burned with black belt. This should always kill now. Awesome. The rest of the gauntlet should be pretty chill from here. I just have to, you know, obviously heal up, take items. £60. And then I check up on PP. You're good. You're mostly good because you're not going to be used that much for that fight. That should be fine. Okay. Giving you Sharp Beak. Giving you Muscle Band. think we're giving you to a citrus. I think we can just... We should be able to win this fight with those two guys. I'm expecting Octolock. It could be Skitter Smack as well. That's not a huge deal if it is Skitter Smack. Because we would still kill. If it's like Skitter Smack, it would be him on top triple axle, so we can just switch accordingly. Okay, Octolife is fine. Again, that's fine, because we're just going out into... Actually, I might work out here, because this will be a healthy... Nice. Still would probably go into hit on that, so that's fine. I'll still have to switch out regardless. Actually, no, because it'll just see that I OHKO everything, so like, I'm at -3, -3, right? Healthy here. So it's gonna go for Facade. I just go into Talon, who's got Muscle Band on, which is enough for Airlace to kill. It's fine, that part doesn't really matter. Oh, we Airlace. This is probably Fake Out, but it could be triple axle, so that's why I don't want to go into Mask. Clawitzer always bait. Clawitzer can bait triple axle. That's kind of crazy. I didn't really realize how much the roles were splitting. Okay, I go into this guy because it's never gonna Mach Punch Talon Flame. So I'm trying to bait Mach Punch here. Okay, did go for triple axle. Okay, now it's gonna Mach Punch most likely. Not most likely, it could go for kill with Mach Punch. I think. But it's a little unsure. It not fake outing there is awkward. What item do you have? You have Citrus, so if I do that... No, I think you're correct here. Now we're safe at this point. Are we actually? It's tough, right? A little risky, huh? Okay, perfect. I think it does always go for Mach Punch if that's the move that kills when it's slower, but it's not really documented in the AI, so it's a bit confusing. But now I'll go back into this guy. There slash. Alright, for this, since we don't have charcoal, we can't lead Talonflame because this Flare Blitz doesn't kill. So we're giving a Lumberry to Obstagoon. I'm just gonna knock off twice, or knock off into... I mean, actually just knock off twice. Double check on the PP here. It's good. I give black glasses to you. Prosperity, you're going to use Masquerain to get the chip we need to get the kill with Clawitsu, and that's kind of the fight here. We'll get our, we do get a heart scale. It's like around here. There we go. Finally, we get another heart scale. I'm gonna try not to use, I need to be a little safer in my, because I think I cut down on my scale usage in early game if I just start playing better. So I need to be careful with. So you have a Lumberry, right? Yep, okay, you have Lumberry, so we just send that. Okay, we eat that. And we just do that again. This will be body press. Air slash here, that's just all, that's the minimum chip we need. Now we'll always kill with Black Glasses Dark Pulse. And it's either Hex or Will-O-Wisp, either are fine really. Alright, last fight of the gauntlet. TMs or our PP still good, so feed you with a cherry berry. I think for baiting purposes, I might need to give you a citrus. I mean, it's not a huge deal because this yeah, it's not a huge deal. I guess for Ironhead purposes, I need to do that. And then you get black belt. You get a Petra berry. So do you. And your item doesn't matter, I think. Yeah. You just double check the. Yeah, we can't die to Thunder Punch crit. We've got to be set on the poison. Oh my god, I can see 2 rolls of Rock Slide. Okay. So we need to do the mid-range switch. Maybe Rock Slide or X Scissors, so we have to go into... if Girthger guy... Be a bit sketchy if Girthy guy gets crit, huh? No, I think it's to be fine. Perfect. Alright, this is something Slow King Serve. At least I think it's always Serve. Let me check on this. Yeah, it's always Serve. Actually... Yeah, I realized I had to do that part, huh? Probably should have... Something a little different, huh? It's fine, you just gotta eat, you just gotta beast mode. That's tough, huh? Okay, we're good. And this will always be CC since it's not going to be toxic yet. And then we kill this with Mach Punch. There we go. Holy, another insane citrus yield, and we did need that good lumberry yield. Our first one wasn't good. It's kind of sketch, but we survived. Back and heal. And then we'll go back and get our Magikarp at Meteor Falls. Because, yeah, I think it's just best for me to do that here. Put the repel on, head over to Meteor Falls again. I mean, now we can go over here. You can get an encounter here as well at Route 112. Which, in Route 112, there's a good chance we can get something that greatly increases our success rate in a lot of things. So let's hope that happens. Otherwise, I mean, we just keep doing what we've been doing. Which is just balling. So best case with the Magikarp is, let me check. There's a certain level that like, yeah, if it's level 27, I think. Yeah, 27 or lower is a good level for us. But this is a few things. This is another water type, which we need some help at. Gives us another Intimer. Oh my god, it's one level. It's like a fucking couple levels too high. Whatever, man. Oh, I mean, I can't go back though, so it's good for me to just send it. We'll take a look at our carp. And then it's 112 time. Jesus, that's a horrible fucking fish, man. That thing's like disgustingly bad. I mean, I guess outrage could be useful for showing kills, but I don't want to like do any of that shit. Or I don't want to like risk being locked in if I actually use the move. Whereas I could do some fringe use for other things. All right, here it's mostly like fire types, right? So and theoretically bring this guy, I think. Soon toxicity will be a usable party member. I just gotta repel out a certain shitter from encounter tables here. This person the best because I can super fang them. All right, let's see who we get. I mean, whoever it is, even if it's like the bad options, we're getting the type we needed after all this time, or a really good thing. Let's go to this one right here. Yes, dude. Yes. Oh my god, our life is fucking saved, man. This thing do be having takedowns, so we kind of need to be careful about that, huh? I still feel like I need to super fang it. Like flame burst me. Onto it. You fucking bitch, man. Alright. Oh, thank God. We're not naming this because I'm not even gonna like think for a second. We're doing the trade because this team needs that. It was horrible anyways. Dude, what the fuck? That's hilarious. Repel on. Let's do this hammy trade. It might be, it might be. Okay, let's go back to Rustboro real quick, and then we will plan some doubles. Oh, I goofed it. There you go. Alright. Our survivability has gone up a whole lot from that. Oh, didn't mean to say. I do have an Arcanine though. Okay, so we get History now. And it's gonna come with all the important moves already. And we also get CC out of it. We get 3 guaranteed perfect IVs. That's the only thing. So nature is really more important. That's actually really bad. Yikes. That's one of the worst. I think that's one of the worst Hammies you could probably get. So you. Yeah, well, the only thing that could save me from a lot of things, and it's probably the worst thing. Like, this is the worst Hammy or like Arcanine guy I think I've ever gotten in my life. That is how bad that is. Like, it's hilariously bad. Oh well, we see what we can do with it. It still does fill the role that my team needed. And at the very least, I'm not gonna get super good on my Flannery. Also gives me the tab. Gives me tab, Absol answer. Should have prepped this at the Pokemon Center, but whatever, man. Okay, this is one of those doubles. Hold up, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my food. Let me just play that. Okay, I'm actually gonna end here for a moment because I'm gonna eat some food. There's a chance there's a chance I either come back on later or I'm live Christmas. We'll see. I'll let you guys know.